Hey, nice audience. Well, tonight a special show. Tonight Live is 300 episodes old right now, and when we started the show, the network was in receivership, and now the entire country's in receivership. 300 programs. That's not bad. That's about would be about 1,200 guests. About, what, 40,000 bottles of wine, 17 jokes. And in fact, when I started, I didn't have any kids. Count Paul Grabowski.
Oh, dear.
When I started, I didn't have any kids.
You didn't have any kids,
and now
no?
I've got the 7. Well, two by the marriage, but... and young Thomas... Young Thomas, I am worried about young Thomas. He's 12 weeks old, and sure, he's doing all the usual things like the poozy finger painting on the dining room curtains and making the interesting shapes with his food, both before and after he's eaten it, stuff like that. But it's the other interests he's developing, like the larceny and the assault. Have you ever seen a teddy bear with a dozen rusks stuck up its nose? And he just sits inside his cot and he just scrapes his bottle against the bars for hour on end. In fact, yesterday I could have sworn I heard him say, "I want to see the warden, you stinking bastards." You want to play a song, Paul? Paul will now play a song of choice.
What
Paul
about
My
Funny Valentine? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Jack Degenkamp, 300 shows. How are you, Jackie? You all right? Jack, a message of congratulations to the Dutch community for the support they've given us. Please, Jack Degenkamp.
Ik wil jullie allemaal bedanken dat u iedere avond naar dit programma gaat. Dank u wel.
From the bottom, we have the biggest lineup of guests. Into the green room we go. We have one of the greatest rugby footballers this country has ever produced, the King Wally, Wally Lewis. A man who put the con into contra. He has a gold pass for the zoo and still has pocket money left over from his school days. Philip Brady's with us. A great sight, one of Australia's great jugglers, Marty Coffey's out there. Where are you, Marty? And musically, a man who usually performs in one show, then stays on in the green room for hours and hours and hours. Peter Couple somewhere. Peter, are you pissed yet?
I will be if I keep this up.
Let's see what... Can we actually get into the fridge, see what damage Peter's already done to the fridge? This guy's incredible. Yeah, oh, look at it. He's knocked half of it off already. We'll keep you we'll keep you posted as the show progresses, and the Groovematics. But right now, it's time for the very latest news with the queen of the newsbeat, Ms. Jennifer Height.
Thank you, Steve. And hello, everyone. Prime Minister Bob Hawke is claiming overwhelming caucus support for his stand on banning mining at Coronation Hill after a special meeting tonight.
Oh, it was overwhelming support for the Prime Minister and the Cabinet position.
Caucus sources described it as a passionate debate, with the pro-Hawke camp overwhelmed the mainly pro-Keating supporters wanting to mine at Coronation Hill. But complaints the debate was one-sided.
I think an hour was totally inadequate to discuss an issue as important as this.
Labour's left is delighted.
One of the best decisions the government's taken, and widely regarded.
The Prime Minister says opposition to the no mine decision at Coronation Hill is dead.
Overwhelming support.
Are you happy this is the end of the issue?
Well, I'm always happy with overwhelming support.
Is it the end of the issue in caucus now?
Yes.
Earlier in the Parliament, Mr Hawke refused to debate the split Cabinet decision on Coronation Hill, John Hewson sharply critical.
The Prime Minister's not only a liar, but he's a coward as well.
In Canberra, Dennis Grant, 7 News.
A new development tonight in the mysterious political inquiry by Tasmanian police. A Green MP has identified his party as being at the centre of the rumours.
I don't want to make any comment at the moment, thanks.
Michael Field left state parliament determined to ignore questions about the police investigation that has rocked his state. The Premier has spoken to police and has ordered public servants to cooperate with the inquiry. Detectives say they are investigating leading Tasmanian figures for possible breaches of Acts of Parliament. The police are refusing to name names or release specific details, but tonight the Greens declared themselves as the centre of the rumours.
It had something to do with the Liberals' contention, which they've been trying to erect over the last few weeks, that there were some inducements given to the Greens to enable them to form an accord with the Labor Party 2 years ago. Now, that's just totally untrue.
And now some late news in brief. India's new Prime Minister is certain to be P.V. Narasimha Rao, who was tonight elected leader of the Congress I Party to succeed the assassinated Rajiv Gandhi. Former Australian Governor-General Sir Ninian Stephen may not be needed for the second round of Northern Ireland peace talks. The Protestant parties have threatened to walk out of the talks if the British Minister for Northern Ireland meets the Irish Foreign Minister next month. A Gold Coast toddler has survived after being trapped underwater in his stroller for 10 minutes. His grandmother was walking the little boy near the Nerang River when the pusher got out of control and rolled into the water. 2 policemen heard the woman's cries for help and jumped in and pulled the boy out, still strapped into his pusher.
I was lucky enough to jump straight in and I just jumped straight on top of him. That's all I can say.
A medical team rushed to the park. They battled to revive the 18-month-old boy, then rushed him to an ambulance. Late tonight, the little boy was in a stable condition in hospital.
A word like hero never sits comfortably with anybody, I don't think.
But it'll be sitting on Coffs Harbour schoolboy Mitchell Hancock for a while yet. Yesterday, he tackled a boy who started shooting during a school sports carnival, wounding teachers Paul Israel and Wayne Bailey and schoolgirl Louise Beattie. A 13-year-old boy charged with attempted murder has been flown to Sydney. Well, it's enough to start another mutiny. The good ship Bounty sold to the Americans and at a bargain basement price. The $6 million ship made its debut in the Mel Gibson film of the same name 12 years ago. For the past few years, it's been a familiar sight on Sydney Harbour until the owners became fed up with harbour regulations. Today, an anonymous American corporation bought it for an undisclosed reason at an unbelievable price.
Sold, $800,000.
For 75 years, George Salius has been flying his own plane. Today, on his 91st birthday, he decided he wanted to fly without one. Piggyback with an instructor, George dropped into the Guinness Book of Records as the world's oldest skydiver.
That was really a trip.
Unbelievable. And Steve, that's our news tonight.
Thanks, Jen. That was the latest news. And coming up after the break, we have got Merv, what have we got? Merv.
Oh, sorry, Steve.
Merv, we're doing it. Merv, what are you listening to?
Oh, well, I was just listening to something we've got coming up. A bit of technical chat, Steve. It's all right.
Precisely what are you listening to on those headphones, Merv?
It really wouldn't interest you, Steve.
Merv, can I have the headphones, please?
Well, I'm not supposed to.
We've talked about this before. You're not supposed to do this. If I find that you've been listening... Give me the headphones, Merv.
It's embarrassing.
Can I have the boom in, please, Rodney? He's been at it again. Listen to this. Just get this.
Hi, and welcome to Marilyn's TV Technician Fantasy World. How you doing, big boy? Are you ready for me? Yes, I want you to do it to me, big boy. But please keep those headphones on. Mr. TV
We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more after this. I've told you that.
In fact, I want you to dominate me with those headphones. Yes.
Haggis recipe. Just give people at home the haggis recipe, if you wouldn't be mind, Pamela. Right down the barrel. Right down number 4.
Number 4. We've got liver, we've got onions, we've got some suet, and we've got the spices and the secret ingredient.
That's not a recipe.
Well, I'm not telling you how to make it.
And you just whack it all in together.
That's the secret of it, yeah, putting it together.
That is the secret. That's your secret, isn't it? I'll tell you, that's your secret. All right, the secret haggis, you've got your liver, your onion, your salts, your spices, and your 27 secret herbs and spices for your Colonel
Can I ask where was this last?